Hello friends, it's Chad here. Today is March 28th. I'm getting some stuff done in the greenhouse. It's been really cold the last few days. Typical Colorado springtime where it's sunny, snowy, rainy, hail, sun, snow. Typical Colorado springtime. But it's a nice day today. I'm out here, I'm getting some stuff done. Plus, I've got somebody to introduce you to. Thanks for tuning in. This is Chad with Colorado Giants. This here fluff ball is named Reba. Hold the phone, wait a second. I forgot to mention in the original take of this that we are going to be doing a Neptune's Harvest giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video and we'll give you details on how you can get some stuff for the low cost of free. I had a Yorkie, I have two dogs. I have a Beagle and I had a Yorkie. Yorkie passed away about 5 years ago. And I've been wanting a new puppy, but it's just, I got a lot to do and it's hard to make that puppy commitment. It's, as bad as a kid, but finally kind of got up the courage to do it. Got the blessing from the wife. And we have Reba. Reba is a Buer Terrier. She's probably, I don't know, maybe 12 weeks old or so. And enjoys hanging out in the pumpkin patch with me and wandering through the weeds and carrying them everywhere. But she's been a blast so far. Not bad as far as puppies go. She likes to sleep through the night, so thank goodness for that. As far as pumpkins go, I'm about 12 days or so away from starting my seeds. I am going to have a video on how I start my seeds. If you look back in years past, I have videos on those as well. It's nothing new. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm just going to do the same thing, and that's it. But what I've got going on in the greenhouse today is I'm getting my planting sites ready. You can see in the middle there, I have a walking board and probably about, I forget, those are 40-pound bags. So about 300 pounds of worm castings over there that I'm going to lay down and I'm going to till into the pumpkin planting sites. Those are the pumpkin planting sites, and that is it. So if you've been watching for a little while, you will notice that things look a little bit different. Typically I have a planting site here, I have one over there, and I kind of crisscross them across, whether I'm doing 3 or 4 pumpkins. This year, because I'm just doing 2 pumpkins and I've committed to just 2 pumpkins only, I'm planting them in the middle and they're going to go out. The plan is to have a giant watermelon, probably 2 giant watermelons where I'm standing right now. And then the plants will be roughly 34 feet wide by 26 feet long. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about having a plant that's wider versus longer. Typically, the train of thought is you want a longer plant. But with that being said, Mike Schmidt with his kind of spider pattern, he has secondary vines that go really long and he wraps them back. So it's going to be something that I'll be interested to try this year. And if it doesn't work, then next year we'll go back to, crisscrossing the plants back and forth. One thing that I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys was the effectiveness of the seed germination. Zooming in here so you can see all of the little weeds. Thousands and thousands and thousands of little weeds, some big weeds, but I'm not sure how good it's coming through on the camera, but it's a lot of weeds, which is good. I want these weeds to sprout and germinate now so that by the time the pumpkin plant is ready to come out of the greenhouse, inside of a greenhouse, then they will, I'll rototill one last time and then they'll kind of be dead. And hopefully, even though we will bring up new seeds when we rototill, we will get rid of a large percentage of the weed pressure that's existing right here. So hopefully that means less work for me. I also have a few things going on at the back of the greenhouse. So I have my fan blower motor up there. If you don't know what that does, is it sucks hot air from the top of the greenhouse, and I need to connect it, but it connects to this corrugated pipe down here, which then goes underground and blows warm air underneath the greenhouse as a whole. So I have corrugated pipe about 2 feet down underneath the entire greenhouse in the shape of like a, I don't know, a fish skeleton or something. Past that, I am almost ready to replace the greenhouse wet wall pads. I'm going to replace the supports that the wet wall trough rests on. I've got some cool metal brackets. I'll throw those on there. I'm going to waterproof this once again because it leaks and it's not level at all. So I'll fix those issues. I'll throw in the new wet wall pads, and then the back half of the greenhouse with these fun bits will be ready to rock and roll. The last thing we'll talk about today is the hoop houses that I'm building inside of the greenhouse. So essentially, yes, I'm going to have a greenhouse inside of a greenhouse. Because my greenhouse is so large and Colorado is famous for our spring snows and freezes, you can even see outside, whoop, we got snow out there, which is nothing compared to the guys in Michigan. They're having a challenging springtime, but because of that, I'm going to have greenhouses inside of the greenhouses. I'm going to lay down these amendments, I'm going to till it in a little bit. Then I will start that process and I'll show you and we'll talk about it. I have set out some walking boards. I've done the first 2 hoops and I have everything laid out. But basically the reason for this is the greenhouse. In the greenhouse is that I have no heat in this greenhouse. It's just cooled. And with our famous Colorado bipolar springtime, it'll get freezing still way up until, you know, May sometimes, or rather June. So we got to protect it. It's easy for me to heat these hoops, which are roughly, like 10 feet by 12 feet, somewhere in that vicinity. I'll be able to put a heater in here, put that on a thermostat, which will go on and off and kick it on and off as needed when it gets too cold, and turn it off obviously when it's too hot. So all this is rebar, probably 2-foot pieces of rebar that I pound into the ground in 1/2-inch PVC pipe. I connect them together with some connectors. I put them in and over, and it's as simple as that. With this structure, this will last several months or until it gets warm enough where it's not freezing at night. I will be able to, again, control the temperature in here, and we'll be good to go. The kids are back there burying themselves in the dirt. Ancillary benefit to the greenhouse. So I've measured these out 2 feet apart. All I have to do is pound it in a little bit. I pound it in with a little bit of an angle so it wants to stay in. We'll go over and do the other side. Piece of cake. And then all you need to do is unbury PVC pipe. Stuck. There we go. Slide it over the sleeve and put it over the other one. And that is how I make a miniature hoop house. This is something that I would highly recommend that pretty much everybody does. This will allow you to get your plants in the dirt sooner. The sooner you can get your plants outside, established in the dirt, your soil, let's use the word soil. In your soil, the sooner the better. Your plants will kind of stall out unless the soil is nice and warm. So by doing this early, because we're on the 28th now, I'll have, 12 days for this to warm up depending upon when I get the plastic on. Then the soil will be nice and warm, and everything will be ready to rock and roll. I'll be able to take my plants a few days after I start the seeds. I get that first true leaf out. I know which way the vine's gonna run. I'll throw it in here and we'll be off to the races. So that's what I do, and then I take some plastic that I get from Home Depot, just clear painting plastic, and I use these file clips to clip that on. If I had more time, I'd do that, but it's almost dinner time and the kids, you know, unfortunately, Mom's gonna make us go inside. So gonna wrap it up here, but that's it for the video. So let's talk about that giveaway. Charlotte's back there riding the rototiller, kind of like a four-wheeler or a horse or something. Hopefully you guys can see that. Highly entertaining. And Max is just playing with a shovel. Hopefully he won't chop off a toe. On to the giveaway. So to be entered in the giveaway, you need to do a few things. Number one, you need to subscribe to this channel. I have to see the subscribe publicly channel on your comment. You have to comment on the video below. You have to say, you know, accomplished, or I've done the tasks. And then you also have to subscribe to Neptune's Harvest YouTube video, or YouTube channel rather, and their social media, at least Facebook, bonus point for Instagram. So you have to do those things. You have to be a subscriber, comment below, any comment, I don't care what you say, and then subscribe to Neptune's Harvest and their Facebook page, bonus point for the Instagram. I'll put those links in the description below. So all you have to do is click, hit the subscribe button, click, hit the like button, click, hit the follow button. It's a piece of cake. In exchange for that, everybody will be entered into the number randomizer. I'll put everybody into the randomizer and we'll pull out some names. We'll do 3 product giveaway. So we'll probably do like a gallon, a pint, and a quart of the 3 main flavors of Neptunes that you like. The fish and seaweed, and fish, seaweed, humic. So one of those 3 you can get, gallon, quart, or pint. First place obviously gets the biggest one, and so on and so forth. So enter to win. Comment below. Again, comment below, say something that you've accomplished the tasks, you've subscribed to this channel, you've subscribed to Neptune's Harvest, and you like their social media pages. That's it. You can get some free stuff. Everybody loves free stuff, let alone really good free stuff. So thanks for watching. Like the video, comment below if you have any questions, or that could be your entry is your question. And stay tuned for the next one. Get out there, grow yourself a giant pumpkin. Have a good week, everybody.